Diddy trial, male escort gives graphic testimony about sexual encounters with Sean Combs and Cassie, says he witnessed beatings. Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial escalated on Monday afternoon as Daniel Phillip, a 41-year-old male escort, was called to the witness stand. In an extremely graphic testimony that lasted about an hour, Phillip was questioned by lead prosecutor Maureen Comey about his sexual encounters with Combs and his then-girlfriend Cassandra, Cassie Ventura from around 2012 to 2014. According to Phillip, he was paid between $700 and $6,000 on several occasions to have sex with Ventura as Combs watched and masturbated. On more than one occasion, he witnessed Combs physically abusing Ventura, and in one instance he was given the drug MDMA. Phillip was first pulled into Combs' orbit when he was working as the manager of a male revue show in Manhattan around 2012. One night, his boss asked if he could go to the Gramercy Park Hotel for a bachelorette party because none of his dancers were available. Phillip believed he would arrive at the hotel and perform a striptease for a group of women. Instead, Ventura opened the door to her hotel room and asked if he was okay engaging with just her. Ventura, who is expected to testify against Combs later this week, has accused Combs of feeding her drugs and forcing her to engage in sex acts with male escorts. She has also accused him of physically assaulting her. As Phillip remembers it, Ventura was wearing lingerie, high heels and sunglasses, and she told him it was her birthday and her husband arranged a special gift for her. She immediately handed him a few $1,000s. Combs was in the room too. Ventura asked Phillip to rub baby oil on her and massage her, and she assured him that Combs was not gay and would not touch him. Phillip did not immediately recognize Combs as he was clad in a white robe with a bandana covering his face from his nose down. As Phillip and Ventura touched each other and eventually began having sexual intercourse, Combs sat in a chair in the corner of the hotel room masturbating. At one point, Phillip realized who the man was when Combs spoke, and he recognized his voice. After a short time, Ventura handed Phillip another few $1,000s in cash and sent him on his way. She took his phone number. A few minutes after he left the hotel, Phillip received a text message from Ventura asking him to send a picture of his penis and to come back up to the room. He obliged, and for another few hours they rubbed baby oil on each other and had sex as Combs masturbated. Phillip would continue to engage in sexual relations with Ventura and Combs at hotels across Manhattan and at each of their private residences in the city. Sometimes Phillip would send Ventura vulgar texts, like, "I want to fuck you right now," and sometimes he would text to ask if she was good. He cannot recall Ventura ever responding to said texts. Phillip said each time he met with Ventura and Combs, there were candles and bottles of baby oil and Astroglide lubricant on the table. On one occasion, Combs directed Phillip and Ventura through a role-playing exercise. "We were not very good at that at all," Phillip said. Combs would often tell Phillip and Ventura to rub more baby oil on each other, and he would instruct Phillip where and when to ejaculate. "He was always sitting in the corner masturbating," Phillip said of Combs, though he added that on occasion, Combs would switch places with him to engage in sexual intercourse with Ventura. On one occasion, Ventura asked him to urinate on her. Rarely did they use condoms. Phillip said these encounters would last anywhere from 1 to 10 hours. After he would have sex with Ventura, she would go into the bedroom with Combs and leave Phillip waiting outside on a couch for hours. Sometimes they would come back out and tell him to leave, and other times they would bring him back into the bedroom for another round of intercourse. Phillip said Combs videotaped him having sex with Ventura once or twice, on a cell phone and camcorder. One time, Phillip pretended to come after Combs instructed him to ejaculate inside Ventura. After Combs brought Ventura into the bedroom, he repeatedly questioned Phillip if he was sure he finished.